Nearly 1 in 8 British households has no one in work, according to a study that ranks the UK as the worst among the biggest EU countries. Part of the blame is being put on a welfare system that means the unemployed can be better off on benefits.
Council house. Lazy and
Because
idle.
people like you do not deserve a penny.
But they get it, don't they?
System hard to explain. Because aspirations.
Everywhere you go.
It means
Claimants are discriminated against because they require support. They do.
Demotivated.
Some people abuse the system. System should be a short-term
If you're not
option.
carrying something,
Comfortable.
and then someone else is.
System is too soft on people. Too lenient.
I have had many phone call conversations where I have been spoken down to and felt I have not.
Just over 40% of the world's population are currently economically inactive. That's 9.
They use their benefits incorrectly. They should spend it on the family, not themselves.
Good evening, my name is Sarah Wilkinson and you've joined us here at Question Time where we're going to be discussing the problem of the social security system within the UK. Currently, with the new universal reform coming in within 2013, it's a hot topic of the government at the moment, and how it impacts individuals who are currently claiming, and also how the stereotypes that affect people at home. So to do that, we have 3 people in to discuss the issue. We have Hannah Davies from the Conservative Party, Megan Lewis from the Labour Party, and also Jessica Pillsworth, who's currently a claimant.
So we're going to explore the basics of the current UK welfare system, including how the social security system in Britain is currently perceived as a fundamental part of the British welfare state. Also the current stereotypical perception of claimants, and how these impact on societal norms and values. We will also explore the current leniency or complexity of the system depending on which side it is looked at from, and how the mass media communicates the stereotypical perception and what is their perception of current benefit recipients. And finally, how the universal reform will affect current claimants.
The current government situation in regards to benefits at the moment is that the Department of Work and Pension pays over 145 billion to more than 20 million customers. HM Revenue pay out a 29 billion to around 6 million households, of which 11 billion is in child benefit, of which is paid to approximately 7.8 million families. As you can see, this is a large amount of the government's money which is being paid out in benefits. As I strongly believe this is making a society of dependency.
As a Labour perspective, we're in favour of the benefit system as it helps people who are in disadvantaged groups. Without the benefit system, we won't be able to make the equality of the society that we all want to achieve, because the people who can't afford to work or can't work won't be able to get any money if the benefit system wasn't there.
Let's explore these traditional perspectives further.
Social inclusion,
Social justice,
equality of opportunity,
Meritocracy.
community,
Family.
support,
Individualism.
social integrationist discourse.
Moral underclass discourse.
Now, I would like to introduce you to Jessica. She has been claiming for around the past 6 years. She's claiming various different benefits, and she's a single parent with 2 dependent children. Now, Jessica is a caricature based on the average claimant that the media currently portrays.
My name is Jessica. I'm currently a claimant on the benefit system. I've been claiming for the past 6 years. I claim benefits like income support, child tax credit, child benefits and housing benefits. I have 2 young children, one's 2 and one is 5, and my personal opinion of the benefit system is that it doesn't work. I can't afford to go to work and I can't afford to put my children into nursery, my youngest one. The oldest is in school, but as a result I can't work because I can't afford childcare for the youngest child. Personally, I feel that is the norm to work within society.
A social norm can be defined as cultural phenomena that prescribes and proscribes behaviour in specific circumstances and are partly responsible for regulating social behaviour.
And that people want to work, but due to the current situation they're unable to work because there's no jobs, but I feel that it is the norm to work.
The works of Gideons would agree with you. He believes, yes, the social norm to work, but there's a lack of pride now within our society to go out there and work, and that working has now become a value.
Values are the abstract standards in society or group that define the ideal principles of what is desirable and morally correct.
And that is the social norm is to stay at home and to claim benefits. I don't personally believe that we're stereotyping people's society. I generally believe that this is the actual picture, this is what's happening. The large majority of our society are sitting at home, they are lazy, born idle people, and there's just a lack of sort of pride or anything to get out there and do some work.
Well, I disagree with that, because like I say, I'm a claimant, but I try and go to work, or I try and look for a job that will fit around the childcare that I would need. I'll go to the job centre and look for the job when I can. I'll get a newspaper if I can, but I say I can't look on the internet because I haven't got internet access, because I can't afford it, but I try and look for work.
I think you'll find the majority will say exactly the same as you. If you speak to the public, they'll all say, I'm trying to work, I'm trying to do this, it doesn't fit around my children, or we provide you with internet access. It's the same old cycle. Everyone, we could all stand there and say, oh, this is what I do, this is what I do, but I think we just need to clamp down now on this attitude that you're thinking, as I'm seeking, and actually get out there and seek work.
Recently, as a Labour perspective, we went out into the society and handed out questionnaires to see people's viewpoints and beliefs about the benefit system. And I got a quote here saying, I was brought up in a household where my parents claim benefits. I'm currently in university and have a job, so personally I feel that the viewpoints and attitudes of society need to change. I agree with over there.
I currently believe that our welfare system is far too lenient in regards to the way it's spoon-feeding individuals, and that we're actually being taken advantage of, and that 3% of the claimants are actually committing fraudulent behaviour.
The images that you can see at the moment are exemplary of the government's strategies on eradicating benefit fraud. By encouraging a societal perception that individuals who are claiming are likely to be committing this crime, it further enhances a negative prejudice. This is further reinforced by the negative language used in regards to this topic by today's media.
On the topic of media, and I personally feel that the media uses negative language to create ideologies and stereotypes within the society for people who are claiming benefits. If you notice, there's always bad language, negative language created when communicating with the society. It just creates inequalities for all, personally.
I think they'll find that the media go out there, they speak to the public, and that is the response that they're taking from the public. And I'll find that all media, papers or TV or whatever, attempt to be descriptive, not destructive.
Personally, from a personal perspective, I feel that the media creates negative language and creates stereotypical viewpoints and ideologies towards people within the society. As I said, they use negative language to communicate with the people in the society, and that's where stereotypical viewpoints are formed. People who are talked about within the media are always seen as negative people.
I think you'll find that the negative stereotypes, as you were saying, the words that are used in the media are those words that are used within our society, and they're the words that are used in amongst claimants. So the media just picking up on what's being said and portraying it to the wider society. But I think you'll find that media tends to be descriptive, not destructive.
Well, being a claimant myself, I think that the language that the media use is disgusting. It makes me and the people I know feel like we're nothing in society. That they think that, just because that they can't get a job, because they can't work, that we're second class.
I think you'll find that the media can be used, you're concentrating on the negative parts of the media, and the media can also be quite helpful in society. It provides news and everything to you, and at the moment we're working with the media to produce an advert of sort to explain to the public what's going to happen with the universal credits. The new universal credit form is going to simplify the system. It's going to enable us as a government to keep an eye on who's claiming what. Overall, the
we believe that the new form is going to benefit over 2 million people.
I personally don't agree with the universal credit form due to the fact that it's going to make the poorer poorer and the richer richer.
When the Conservative Liberal Democrat coalition government came into power, they proposed that
it will be an administration united behind three key principles: freedom, fairness and responsibility.
I want this to be a bold, reforming government that puts fairness back into Britain. A government that restores our faith in what a healthy, strong society can achieve.
Do when people fall out of work. Why do they fall out of work? Because they don't have the work habit.
And the problem we've got is that there are whole pockets in the UK where, you know, generations don't work. And what we've got to do through all the programs we're doing, which is through the work program and others, to get the people who've been long-term out of work back into a kind of training, sort out their problems, whether it be drug addiction or issues around their mental health problems, and move them back into the world of work again.
I think you'll find within society today there is an underclass which has become apparent. Charles Murray suggests that you need characteristics of crime, illegitimacy and unemployment. And if you go out there in society today, these three characteristics are becoming apparent.
Charles Murray's theory is a subject of criticism, and the word of the underclass is down to individual favours. We just need to stop categorising people into groups.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. The fact that you've said it's down to individual favours, yeah, it generally is. Individual delinquencies, they find themselves in that situation.
Don't we think there's the structure of the society that creates this and the structure of society and not the individual, which everything is based upon?
I understand that there's barriers within society, but you can't blame society as a whole for an individual's failings.
The current stereotypes in Britain are that people are scroungers and lazy. If you look at the media that we've reflected within this piece, it depicts the imagery and the language used within these stereotypical assumptions. As you can see today, we've clearly discussed how this has become a part of normalisation within society, and whether Murray's theory of the underclass is currently credible within the UK, and whether its controversial pieces should be accepted within policy documents. Thank you very much for joining me, and good night.